On a recent rainy afternoon in Columbia Falls, Montana, a small town just outside Glacier National Park, Lisa Beaty and Kim Hilton were preparing to sell most of their belongings before moving out of their 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom rental home. Hilton, who was recovering from a broken leg, watched from his recliner as friends and family sorted through old hunting gear, jewelry, furniture and clothes. "The only thing that's not for sale is the house," Hilton, 68, said as he checked his blood sugar. "Everything else has to go." Hilton has type 2 diabetes, heart disease and other health issues that have left him unable to work for years. For income, he relies on federal disability benefits. Because of a shoulder injury and fibromyalgia, 64-year-old Beaty, Hilton's partner of 7 years, does, too. Combined, their income is roughly $1,500 a month. That's no longer enough, though. Investors bought their house this year and raised the rent from $1,000, including utilities, to $1,800, plus the cost of utilities. "They're not evicting me, on a fixed income, I can't do it," Beaty said as she sorted through her belongings. "They have nowhere else to go. And they were not just losing their home, the stress of the ordeal caused them to end their relationship." Beaty planned to move into her daughter's 1-bedroom apartment. Despite his poor health and still relying on leg braces to prevent another broken leg, Hilton, who is on Medicare, planned to live out of his truck while he waited for a spot to open up at one of the few assisted living facilities in Flathead County, which is mostly rural. The wait could last days, or months. Beaty and Hilton are part of a recent surge of homelessness among people older than 60. The housing affordability crisis, driven in part by the COVID-19 pandemic, and high inflation are chipping away at their fixed incomes. Although data is limited, advocates for seniors and people who are homeless say greater numbers of adults are showing up at shelters across the country. The problem is particularly acute in Montana, where the snow has started to fly as the long Rocky Mountain winter sets in. Rents in Montana have skyrocketed since the pandemic started. Since 2019, Lewis and Clark County, for example, has seen rental costs jump 37%, one of the largest spikes in the U.S., according to data from the research firm CoStar Group published by The Washington Post. Nationally, rents rose 11% on average in 2021. In Southern California, USC's Casden forecast shows apartment rents will continue rising over the next 2 years, though not as much as in the recent past. Inflation and rising rents are leaving many older Americans on the brink of ruin. The poverty rate for people 65 and older rose from 8.9% in 2020 to 10.